Hi again, beautiful viewers. Welcome to Kiiroo TV, coming to you straight from Kiiroo HQ. My name is Urban, and as you might know, we'll be talking about everything regarding sex, sex tech, innovations, and all kinds of developments around it. But I won't do it alone. As you might know, I always have a guest, and for today, my guest is none other than Miss V. Welcome.
Hello, thank you. Hello, everybody.
Awesome, awesome. Would you care to introduce yourself? Because I know what you're doing, but please tell the listeners what you're doing.
Well, my name is Miss V, and I'm an artist from Amsterdam. I make all kinds of music, but I love hip hop.
Cool. And can you explain us what is your special thing about hip hop? Like, why would people know Miss V, or what is Miss V famous about?
Well, I think I'm famous for being me. I think it's my attitude, and yeah, I think that's it.
So who is Miss V then? I know you're famous about you, but like, would you care to elaborate more? Like, for example, are you famous because of chopping? Are you famous because of you brought like a certain type of segment inside of Hypnot?
Yeah, I think I'm famous for certain songs, certain moves I made in in the industry where I'm in, like in the Dutch hip hop industry. They know me for being like I talk a lot about gangster shit and about sex, so they know me for
there we
that.
go.
So
Outspoken.
yes, of course, I'm notorious.
All right, cool. So put it bluntly, there's nothing wrong with a little bit controversy.
No, that's me.
All right, awesome. Nice. Well, of course, for the viewers, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the channel. As you might know, you feel free to comment whenever you want to on the episode or anything regarding to this episode. Well then, let's head on to the adult industry news. For example, April O'Neil and Pornhub spoof Fortnite. So basically what that means is like they're going to release a movie where they create a parody version of the game Fortnite. You ever heard of Fortnite?
Is it like some strategy? How do you say it? Like game where you can build stuff and have an army?
Correct. Most people are playing it right now. It seems to be very popular. As a matter of fact, you see a lot of viral videos of people doing the dances of Fortnite. For example, I know there's a few rappers right now, as well as a few other persons such as stand-up comedians who are doing the dance right now. And as a matter of fact, my editorial is telling me right now that it's a third-person shooter focusing on battle royale, and the game earns around 350 million a month.
Whoa!
One of the players who likes to play it as well is Drake, so you can perhaps find him online and kick his ass if you want to.
Really?
So, won't you try it?
I'm not really into role playing. Maybe I am, but I don't know. I don't know if it's something for me. I have to see it.
Cool. Maybe you should check the movie first and like check it
Yeah,
out. Be
I
like,
think
hey,
so.
if the game, if the movie's nice, I might want to try the game. I think
Maybe.
it will be a unique version, man. It will be like the first time that I know someone who would like play a game due to watching an adult movie at first, right?
I have to see it. I'm curious.
Cool.
But I don't know, not to like diss people, but if Drake's playing it, I'm not sure
That you would play it.
that I would play it. I like his music though.
So the full version of the movie is freely available on Pornhub, and you can even watch a safe for work trailer on YouTube. So for whoever who's greedy enough to check the trailer, you can find it on YouTube. Fort Nut stars April O'Neil, Tommy Pistol, Missy Martinez, Patty O'Gasm, and Seth Beard, and was written by O'Neil and directed by Foucault and produced by Leroy Myers and Honey Myers. To add on. Next item, Live Jasmine expands on Messenger feature. WhyNot.com reports that Live Jasmine has revamped their Messenger feature. So basically what that means is like they will give the viewers or the fans the possibility to be more interactive with different kinds of actors and actresses. For example, if they want to send selfies or videos. Would it be something for you? Like, do you have like some porn stars that you're a fan of?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Who?
I do. Yeah, first of all, I think Pinky Triple X is my girl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You got a top 3, by the way?
Come again, please.
You got a top 3, by the way?
A top 3, I think it's okay. Number 1, it's Pinky. Number 2, I think maybe Jada Fire. I'm an old school girl, so.
All right.
And number 3, that silly guy, the Brian Pumper.
Brian Pumper.
Yeah.
Talk about legends there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Live Jasmine believes this will strengthen the bonds between the models and their fans and give them more chances to interact. Live Jasmine, you might know it for its tech-forward approach and is always looking to innovate. So, would it be something for you to try out?
Yeah, I can message Pinky. I can stalk Brian Pumper, maybe.
Cool. You got? Are you also into cam boy and girls?
Yeah, why not?
Cool. You got any favorites about them?
No, but I can watch. I watch. There's like a website, and then you can watch people, and I like that.
Nice, interesting. Cool. Check Why Not for more developments regarding Live Jasmine. On to the next item. GQ magazine says Instagram is now the world's best dating app. You seem to be very convinced about that as well, right?
Yeah, of course, it is. You
Elaborate.
can like slide in somebody's DM and.
Ooh. So
You
you
can
put it in the DM.
Yeah, of course.
It goes down in the DM.
Yeah, it does. And you can like energy read somebody better. Yeah.
Nice.
You see more pictures, you can
But like, for example, did you ever try other different dating apps such as Tinder or Grindr?
like Facebook? Yeah, I tried
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook. Facebook as dating app. Wow.
It is. After a certain hour, I think Facebook is after 10. It's a dating app, but Instagram is all day a dating app. But I tried one once, but never did nothing with it.
I see. So what GQ magazine states is that Tinder, Grindr, and Bumble are past their peak. They have become the typical cliches of cheesy one-liners. So,
Yeah.
do you agree with that? Have you experienced it, like being on Tinder, that you'll find guys that be like with the typical line of like,
No, I never been on Tinder because Tinder is like if you wanna fuck, you go on Tinder. But then Instagram is like normal, you already have your account. But Tinder is like, I think it's like a whole site.
all right, cool. So you rather slide in the DM on Instagram.
Yeah, then you can act like you're not a hoe.
Cool. According to GQ magazine, Instagram's DM function is the perfect medium to gauge a potential date's interest. So, for all those people who's been on Tinder, Grindr, or Bumble, man, move on. Let's go to Instagram and slide in the DM.
Just
Because
do
it
it.
goes down in the DM. So, Miss V, do you use any sex toys?
I have one sex toy at home.
Better yet, do you have a boyfriend?
Yes.
Girlfriend, perhaps?
I have a boyfriend.
Do you hide your toys for him?
No.
Do you think it's like your private part that he's not a part of it or something like that? Or
He's not really a part of it. And I can maybe sometimes hide the fact that I just used it. But it's not really that I'm hiding it. It's like my private moment. And then, like the other day, I have this like little lipstick vibrator.
Yeah.
And you know what you do with it. And
No, I don't. Do tell me.
you put it on your. I put it on my clitoris. Or how do you say it? My clit.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Sorry
Or
for my
clitoris.
English. Yeah, clitoris. I was looking for that word. Born in Amsterdam. I'm
No
Dutch.
problem. It's all good.
Yeah, so put it on your clit, and he found it in the bed. And he was like, oh, he was getting busy without me.
Did he feel neglected or something?
It sounded like, and I was like, but what do you mean?
Man, it's your me time, right? So
Yeah.
why should he, man? I mean, like, would you be pissed off when you find out like he just had like a nice hand job and found out
No.
you found traces of him? I hope he's not the type of dude that leaves some traces on his hand, because that would be like very disturbing. But even though, I don't hope it's like that.
No. He got a good aim, but how do you say it? He sounded a little bit disappointed, and
That
he
missed
can
out
do,
on it.
yeah, and he can do a hand job without me. I think I like it.
Cool. Well, then at least you are part of 46% of women that don't hide their toy. Because it turns out that 54% of women hide their sex toys from their partner.
It's a lot.
Yeah, indeed. A survey by toystore2timid.com conducted under its own customers, that it reveals that over half of the women surveyed are hiding their toy from their partners.
I wonder why.
Well, from what they say, some do it out of fear that toys might intimidate their partners or give them a sense of false competition, and they are protecting their partner's ego.
Okay, that I can understand, because I had an ex-boyfriend. He had a really small dick, and then I had a vibrator was bigger than his dick, and then he was like, oh, and then he started questioning me. He started questioning me and asking me, oh, you like Big Dick Johnson, right? And I'm like, that size of the vibrator was a really like normal size. You just have a small dick. But I always told him, I like you. I love you.
Well, for your information, you might notice that we might be a program that doesn't hide anything when it comes to sex. So
I know.
would you care to have an example from what do you think is small for your...
Oh, no. This is actually very big dick. It's going to stretch you. So
But it seems like a lot of people have like...
They want to know what a small dick is?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say for me, the small dick. But you know, this one can actually stretch you. So you're going to absolutely feel something. But a small dick is maybe like, if it's going to be like this. The ladies will understand me why it's not that pleasurable.
Cool.
But this one can actually, it can stretch you so you can like feel something. Yeah.
In addition to what you're seeing right now, this is not a toy which has been created by Kiiroo, and to add as well, this is not a beginner toy. So
No,
please,
it's not.
You need to train to use them. For those who are interested in trying such massive stuff like this is. But is this one too much for you, or would it be like?
Oh, this is like. Yeah, when you fuck a dick like this, then you don't have to fuck for like 3 weeks.
Well, that says enough. Coming back to the item, it seems like some are protecting their partner's ego. Others just don't want to face having to explain what it is that turns them on and gets them off when they masturbate. This group values its privacy. So basically, there are different reasons why they might use it.
I understand it. I understand it better.
Both ways, both parties.
Yeah,
you do?
yeah, I do.
Well, since you said like you had the problem with the guy who like wasn't too glad about the fact like he had a small dick, but isn't it like size it's not about the size; it's how you use it, right?
Yeah, I
Mostly.
think so because I can now complain. Oh, he had a small dick, but I was with him, and not for day. We had a relationship. So but I fell in love with him, not with his dick. But he had the motion in the ocean, and he ate the box, and
He
so
ate the box. Just for those who would like to know what it is, well,
that's
he's
it for
going
JJ.
down. He's going down. He's going down.
Yeah, and he did it. He had like stamina.
Ooh.
Yeah, so and when he
So he had the
came,
longevity.
yeah, and when he came, the dick was back right up, right up. Oh, how do you say it? Anyway, he was hard constantly, so that made me. I like that.
He was a real woodsman.
Yeah, and it was small, but fuck it, you can go on like he had a fun dick size. You can like jump and act like a porn star,
Ooh,
but even if you're not, but
man, that sounds very interesting. Then, damn, too bad that he had the feeling that it wasn't big enough for himself. But like from what I can hear, like that guy knew what he was doing.
yeah, but yeah, I can see why he can feel a type of way, but he was good.
So, Miss V, do you ever use toys during couples play?
Not really, but I'm open-minded.
Cool. Because there are also people that feel they do not want to use their toy together with their partner as they are not interested in couples play. So you seem to understand that as well.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Thanks to Too Timid, because they surveyed over 1,400 women about their sex toy habits. Interesting.
That's a lot.
Cool. Now, as I just mentioned, I'm here with Miss V, and I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding your career, what you have been doing.
Bring it on.
For those who don't know it, we'll explain you later on the show where they can find music if they're interested in. When you rap about explicit erotic scenarios, or when you have Pornesque bars or punches, do you do it for shock value, or is sex and lust a genuine source of inspiration that you feel you need to express?
Yeah, of course. First of all, I'm a human. So for me, it's normal and it's a part of my life.
Yeah, but for example, like I know that gaming is a part of my life and I love talking about it, but like applying it to a rap song, well, that really needs to bring something special out or something like that. So
Really?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Like, for example,
okay. Let me say it inspires me and I like to talk about it, and I know people like to hear it because they can identify themselves.
or relate to it.
Yeah, of course. That's music is emotion. So, and yeah, I can. It's like I said, you can identify maybe yourself with it, and some things women they don't really say, but actually they do when they're with the girls. And
So you're representing for a lot of women that don't have their own voice. Actually, you're representing a sentiment which is shared by a lot of women.
yeah, maybe not only women because a lot of gay guys like me also. I think human. I represent a human being, and yeah, we
A
have
healthy
sex.
sex life.
Yeah, of course, a healthy sex life because when you stop having sex, you can all kind of diseases can come into your body. People don't know that, but have some sex.
So, as told by Miss V, keep having sex to make sure you won't die.
Yeah, just to keep the doctor away.
All right. To keep the keep having sex to keep the doctor away, man.
Yeah.
Let's keep that one.
But do STD tests, so
Might be necessary if you're not using condoms.
you see?
Now, is there a sense of empowerment to rapping about erotic acts and situations the way you do?
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's actually I free my mind, and it's not, yeah. I have all kinds of songs, but like I said, maybe it is. Maybe it's some attention seeking, but maybe it is just emotion. It's a combination.
A combination. All right. So what do you think that holds greater value to your fans? Your message, wordplay and phrasing, or your delivery and overall musicality?
I think the delivery, yeah.
Delivery.
Yeah.
Not even the subjects or like the stuff you're talking about.
I think it's got to be the total package.
I see. Now, what's the most controversial song you've ever released or featured on?
Well, I did this song I think it's like 10 years ago with a few other artists, and it called, in Dutch it's Vieze Meid, and in English you say Dirty Girl. So that was like the biggest song I did. And
would you care to explain what basically happened after releasing the song? Because I happen to know what happened around it, but like it seemed like you create a lot of shock and value, right?
Really? But okay. But people were a little bit shocked. YouTube banned the song, so you can find a video on YouTube because it was...
You can?
No, it was too much for YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, because there were like two girls doing the scissor and stuff like that in the video, acting like dirty girls.
I see.
In a positive way.
But is it on any online videos?
Yeah,
streamings?
it is online. When you Google it, you can find it. And the video had like a shock value because it was also in we taped it in the red light district. You know, so it's a porn vibe, and
Sounds like a soft porn indeed.
yeah, and there was like the big homie Kiiroo was on the song, and some other people, and everybody was nice and very dirty minded.
I see.
So people were like, you know, and I was dressed up like a nun also in the video.
Really?
A few seconds.
Yeah,
So.
as you mentioned, now that you mention it, I do seem to recall something like that.
So yeah, and the people like, oh, you're dressing like a nun. You're a disgrace.
Really? Were they responding like that? Like, did it make the newspaper as well?
Yeah, I did a lot of interviews, and they asked me, oh, and you're a female and talking openly about this. And
Yeah, I can imagine, because like, how did you experience it? Was it sex positive, or was it more a parody on sex or on porn?
It is.
Like both ways, or like was it a parody on?
It was positive for me because for me it opened a lot of doors. I had like, for me as an artist, if you have like more than 1 million views, and especially back then, it's big. And when you're on all the blogs and you're going viral. So for me, it was good because...
Man, can you imagine? You went viral during a time that they didn't even knew what the word meant.
Yeah, the word... Yeah.
Because like viral is really like something from now.
Now, yeah. And then we went viral and shit was crazy, and a lot of other opportunities for me. So for me, it was actually one of the best moves, and I created myself also. I created this move.
So needless to say, it had an impact on your career. But how much of an impact did it have?
The best impact ever, because actually for that song, I did other things, and people noticed me, but I knew to like break it and go viral, I had to do something different. And before I did this, I was with a group with, the thugs and the gangster guys, and shout out to all my niggas, but still, I was like, I have to make a song in Dutch so people can understand me better, because this is Holland, and I found the right people at the right time.
I say.
Yeah, I told Kiiroo because I knew he was busy with a like erotic project, and I was like, nah, you cannot do it without me. Mm-hmm. I have to call you and let you know, like, listen, I've been doing this, talking about this subject for years, so fill me in. And he was like, okay, come meet me. And like, can you do an audition? I was like, audition? I'm just gonna spit for you and then you're gonna work with me. And it happened. And he was like, yo, you are the missing link for this project. And so for me, I got everything that I want because of some sex song.
Man, sex sells, right?
You see?
Well, you were one of the smartest one to realize that pretty soon enough. And next to Kiddo C, who, by the way, for the viewers is as well as Dutch MC that Miss V worked with. So for those who don't know, they know by now. So apart from sexually loaded topics, what other themes do you enjoy exploring on your lyrics?
Well, I talk a lot about my environment, my emotions, yeah, stuff like that. And I like to. I have a lot of motivation lyrics, but more in like a attitude kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you care to give an example, for example?
um, it's very simple. I'm a winner, not a loser. So when people hear stuff like that, it's like you can take that like an affirmation. I'm a winner, not a loser, and people vibe on that. I don't think I have a lyric like that, but you asked for an example, but something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to experience like the type of attitude you want to.
Yeah.
You want people to see.
Bossy, very bossy. I'm a boss, and yeah. So those are the themes: drugs, emotion, love. Yeah, I go deep in like love lyrics.
You're very sensual. So
Yeah, of course, I'm a woman, so
but it doesn't have to mean that you have to be sensual. I mean, like there's
course.
a lot of other there's a lot of other women that I can see that even though they have the sensual feelings, that's not the vibe they want to that's not the vibe they want to represent on them.
yeah, I can understand them, but I'm a defined female, and I'm sexy. I'm a grandma. I'm a child. I'm every woman.
Nice. So you just like you love to show it. Like if you have it, flaunt it.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
You should. As a woman, you should, because other people, you learn people things with that. Like a woman, she can learn when a man is being a man.
All right. Cool. So, do your kids like your music?
I don't have kids yet, so
Yeah.
all this sex lyrics, they did not help me yet.
All right. Well, at least it probably got you laid a lot, or am I wrong?
Yeah, let me say, people, they trying, they sliding in the DMs.
Ooh, they do.
Of course.
Cool. Let's put on another shout out, man. People, if you like Miss V, please leave something positive in the description. Just leave a nice comment.
Do
for
it.
her, man. This is a nice MC who needs a lot of love and who has a lot of love to give, if I'm correct. Now, on to the next question. So, what's the nastiest sex or sexuality related experience you have been faced with directly relating to performance of your work?
Okay, let me think about this one. Okay, repeat the question for me. What is the
So, like, what experience can you describe as one of the nastiest things that happened to you due to your work, and your
Career
songs
in-
and your career?
I was on this reality show, and it was actually like a erotic show.
Like, was it online or national television?
Yeah, it was on national television.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And what I actually did, there was like a group of 10 girls, and we had to do like, we had to play games, non-erotic games.
Boring.
Yeah, you think, but it was actually fun. I had to slide on like the
In the DM.
yeah, but actually, what's it called again? Loop.
Ah, loop. Like you mean the gel?
Yeah, if you wanna do some anal sex or
Ah, yeah, loop.
yeah,
Loop.
I had to go on a loop slide in my
Really?
bikini.
Oh,
So
that
that's
sounds
pretty
nice.
hard, and you had to do stuff like that. And I was like in a race, I was like I think number 2 or 3. And I'm a big girl, so I was like, yeah, bitches, yeah, I got it. And but what I did, what I'm not proud of, is the how I left the show. I slept somebody,
Did
and
you?
yeah,
Oh man,
yeah.
what happened? Like, was it like was the girl fight be like?
No, not a girl fight. I slept a dude.
Oh,
Yeah, because that show they had like seducers.
yeah.
Seducers, and they're trying to seduce
Mm-hmm.
the girls for like I think for like sex on the camera. And I know I'm in an erotic show, but I didn't want it to be touched or want it to be disrespected. And it's a little bit stupid because you go into a show like that and don't act like that, just act like a hoe. But I wasn't acting like a hoe, so I slept the dude, and then I left angry in the show because I was a little bit angry. They're trying to make me do or say certain things I didn't like. But it was a nice experience. But with that one, I could have done it different. But like the song was a big crowd.
Well, let me just put it this way: I would commend you for like standing up for yourself because like people need to respect your boundary. Don't you
Yeah,
agree?
yeah. Of course, I'm standing behind it, but still, people know you for, this. I was walking and this 60-year-old lady, nice woman. She asked me, "Yo, are you the girl from the erotic channel?" And then she told her husband, the channel, the channel. And I'm like, yes, I'm the girl. And then she was like, "Ooh, you're feisty." And "Ooh, I like you. Oh, you really hit that guy. And are you dead in real life?" And I'm like, yeah, I am. And I just feel ashamed that people also know that side of me.
Why? Because you stood up for yourself, man. And like to put, if I would been in that situation, probably I would do the same stuff again. Because like there are certain boundaries you just don't cross, and if they cross you, like we might be on national television, but I will show you that there's no you're not crossing certain boundaries, man. So
Yeah, so that's true. So that's why I did it, but I'm not really proud of it. That you can find it still on the internet. My rant, saying all kind of crazy things in the camera.
well, that happens, of course.
But it's
like
fun. It's
at
fun.
one point you're emotional. You're getting emotional, especially like somebody's been crossing your boundaries. And
Yeah.
like, do you have a feeling that they made that they set it up, like it was for you to happen like in a situation like that, or did it
Yeah,
just
they
happen
set it.
coincidence?
No, they set it up. Like I said, they had seducers
Uh-huh.
on the show, and actually, the guy that I bitch slapped, me and him, we became good buddies,
Oh,
like
really?
homies. Yeah, because the next I slept him, and then the next day, the TV crew, they were actually like really sad they didn't have the good footage, and they knew I'm feisty, and they're trying to play with me.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned. At least you kept some friends on it. Basically, you just smacked some sense into him.
Yeah, they're trying to play with me, and then I had like problems with like other people, and then the guy I actually slept, he was like, don't leave," but because you know what it was,
Do you think you turned him on secretly? Like he was like,
yeah, maybe he started respecting me because I had boundaries. He saw, no, she's not like the other girls, most of the other girls, because the girls were okay. They were like really real hoes. No, but that's their job, It's not how do you say it? I don't mean nothing ill with that. It's like they do that shit for a living.
like, did you like knock them out, or was it like just like a slap from hey?
No, it was like a bitch slap.
All right. Nice. So now this is more about the negative part that we just talked about. But what's the most sex positive experience you had as a rapper?
I think being an open, I think represent the girls. Like,
Because like
oh,
for all you had a lot of reactions. Like, do you happen to recall what was one of the best reactions you had after releasing the Vieze Meid song or the Dirty Girl song?
the Dirty Girl song is like, yeah, that I can represent women
Like,
and
would you share?
say what I want to say, and that I have that stage, and it's not still now in this day and age, women we have problems saying what we want. So I had that stage, and yeah, and people really liked it. Like, oh, you when you saying all that's those things, I feel like, yeah, I'm like that too, and
Mhm.
they have a voice.
All right, all right. Well, it is important for that to happen because, like, for example, how do you see like the developments nowadays regarding women being harassed and with all the developments, for example, with people who's been dealing with Me Too experiences, or for example, what happened last a few days in France. For those who don't know, a few days in France, there was a girl who was sitting on a cafe, and she got whistled at by a dude, but she didn't respond to it. Actually, she told him like, "Hey, I don't want you to call me like that." And in reaction to that, he threw an ashtray to her head and he started
Whoa,
punching her face in. That's what
whoa,
literally happened. So for you to be like representing that empowerment for women, it can really help because like when we talked about the song is like 10 years old, but as you can see, like an example like that still makes it like
yeah,
actual news of the day.
yeah, it is. Yeah, those things are really sad, and as a woman, you should also know your place. Don't get me wrong, ladies, but I've became smarter. Maybe when I was a little bit younger, and some guy was like, "Hey, hey, hey, hey," I don't always need to respond, because when you're gonna respond, you can maybe he's a sociopath. You don't know that. Do not always respond.
Yeah, but it was for her. She wanted to
I don't
defend
say,
herself.
yeah, and she's right. She's right,
And
but
let's put one thing straight. It's not the victim's fault
no,
because
no, no, it's not. And I'm not victim blaming, but sometimes you gotta be smarter.
true.
And you call the Me Too movement. Listen, I don't have nothing to do in some hotel room of a producer of my boss.
Well,
Certain hours and certain things. If you have like life experience and you know people, you can calculate things, and that's what I'm asking of women. Try to calculate. Don't leave your drink. These are rules my mom told me when I was 13. Don't never leave your drink
mhm.
in the open.
Yeah,
Take it with you or leave it. Don't drink it when you come back.
yeah.
Ladies, be careful.
All right, all right. Fair enough, fair enough. However, like it is easier said than done for
Yeah, I
some
know.
people, you know.
I
Like,
know, and I go through it a lot. I walk by and a group of boys, and hey, hello, and if you don't answer or you give some attitude,
they'll just call
they're the
you.
hoe,
Yeah.
and if I'm gonna respond, oh, but I'm not a hoe. Who you calling a hoe? Okay, you can defend yourself, but
But imagine,
really,
it would happen around like 200 times a day, and then the 201st time you'll be like, no, you know what? I'm fed up with this.
yeah, of course, and I understand it because me myself, I'm a girl. I'm gonna tell you if you say, "Oh, hoe," I'm gonna tell you your fat mama is a hoe. But I can really stand up good for myself. That's why I'm asking other people calculate because I'm crazy. I shoot you on sight. I don't have a gun, but I do, and I think the men they recognize it in my face. Look at my face. So,
They
but not
seem to,
everybody is like Fee.
yeah, yeah. So the world should be more like Fee, just for people to stand up for themselves.
Yeah, and other girls be more calculated, be smarter. talk with each other, you know.
Yeah, but sometimes it's quite you can't predict what you're dealing with, especially not in a moment like that, you know, because at one point somebody's calling you, hey mommy, and then when you're not responding, you'll be a hoe and you'll be like, no, wait a second.
No, baby, mommy, grow up. If you know you're not a hoe, why even those are just words. How can you like, I understand that words can hurt, but you don't know him, he don't know you. Keep it moving. He is just frustrated. He can fuck you.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they're everywhere, predators. That's how I call them.
I know.
Predators, they're everywhere. And unfortunately, it's not like you can recognize them like you can recognize clowns, like with the red nose or anything. Like they come in different kinds of
you can
shapes.
recognize them. They're gonna show off. They're gonna let you know who they are. So
at one point they'll show their true
hey
colors.
mommy, and I keep it moving, and then bitch, you showed you who you are. I better believe you. Why do I have to go in like a debate with you? Oh, but I'm not a bitch. Oh, so what? I'm a bitch. Oh, because I don't want to talk to you. That's extra. Women, please, ladies, don't do all that extra.
But
He's frustrated.
Now we're talking about like just passing, like people just passing by.
Yeah.
But it's shown out that most sexual assaults are all by people you know from your own circle.
Yeah.
So
of course.
What does that tell you? Because, like, for example, like the Me Too situation, like that happened like last year, or was it this year? I don't know.
I think it blew up last year.
Yeah,
it
and
became
it's still,
viral.
It's still continuing right now.
Yeah.
I see it like, for example, like a knob inside your back. You know, like once you have the knots, like at one point the knots will start. Like if you won't deal with it at at a short term of time, they will get worse. And after 20 years, it's hard to do that. But in the meanwhile, you still have to deal with it, you know?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. You know, if you're a victim of something like that, work on yourself, on your spirituality, on your mindset, on your boundaries. Go work on yourself.
Interesting.
I'm not bashing nobody, but I have a different,
state of mind.
Because we all make mistakes, and I can really understand that you freeze, but tell somebody who's gonna fight for you.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Thank you for sharing us this.
Yeah, thank you. That was heavy.
Yeah, indeed, but I liked it as well because like it's cool to challenge. It's cool to challenge one another, just to talk about and just to understand situations that can also happen. Like, for example, I can understand your point of view, but given the fact like not everybody has the
you should know, but because I've been in situations like I've been in very fucked up mind state, and then I go out and drink, and then met a guy. Oh, are you coming home with me? I'm like, oh, okay, I want to do that. And then, oh, we're driving with a friend, and then I came in the house and there was like 15 niggas.
Ooh.
And then I knew, okay, girl, you're drunk, but these are 50 niggas. Screwed. I was gone.
Yeah.
I was gone because I knew what was going to happen. I knew it. And that's what I say, calculate. And now, okay, I'm much older. I would never go with a stranger. You want to come with me? No, you slide in my DM tonight.
Goes down in the DM.
Be careful.
All right, let's move on to the core quotes. We selected a few questions coming out of core, and we're more than curious for your answers.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Cool. First question. I purchased studio time, but the engineer was watching porn on his phone the entire time. Does that mean my bars are weak, or that dude's just a douchebag?
A combination of both. Yeah. Weak bars, and he's a
douche.
Yeah.
All right. So, next question. I want to get better at writing erotic raps. Do I need to watch more porn, or do I need to lead a more assertive sex life?
Assertive sex life.
Yeah, that will increase.
Yeah,
it?
of course.
Better to tap in of your own experience.
Then it's real, you know.
Cool. So, next question. I don't want to come off as a perverted, deprived man, But I really want to rap about crazy, spectacular sex. How do I find my voice?
Wow. Stop being so insecure. That's first of all. And how do you find your voice? You don't have a voice?
Just stick your balls out, right? That's how you get there. Just
Yeah.
take a deep dive and
You know.
awesome. Now, next question. I have a strong food fetish. Strawberries and salt do it for me. And I want to make a song about him. What angles, lyrically, would work well?
Well, it's a no-brainer. I think the song should be called Salt or Strawberries and Salt.
Strawberries and salt. That sounds like a nice one.
Strawberries and salt. About to put it up. Strawberries and salt. So you got it, you know?
Man, you already created the song and inspiration for the dude, man.
You
I don't
see?
know who asked the question, but let's
Whip
just
it,
make
whip it,
sure
whip
that
it,
he's
whip it
listening.
with the salt. So, strawberries in my mouth.
Nice.
Crazy.
Well, thank you all for all the questions.
I want my check, my songwriting.
Let's just make sure we'll pass it through to the guy who asked it or the girl who asked it. Well, this ends up all the core quotes. I would like to thank Miss V for being such a cool guest to talk with, interesting guest to talk with. Thank you for sharing stories with us. And of course, you'll find information if you want to get in touch with Miss V in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and stay updated to Kiiroo TV.
Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's giveaway. This week we have the Oh My Bod Fuse powered by Kiiroo Pink Edition. This device just got released on the 1st of August, so whoever wins this would be the first to get the device. It's dual stimulating, touch sensitive vibrator that has built-in LED technology that changes color depending on the vibration intensity. Seriously, like what more would you want in your vibe? I don't know. Anyway, if you'd like to stand a chance to win, all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe. See you next week. Bye!